Today we are checking out Lakeburg Legacies, a social-based village management simulation focused on pairing up your townsfolk to create the best and most effective families, thereby ensuring the growth and prosperity of your kingdom. In this game, you are tasked with reigning over your very own settlement and seizing the opportunity to play the matchmaker, manager, and master manipulator. Additionally, the game is procedurally generated, providing a unique experience with every playthrough, thus enhancing the game's replayability. I have played through the starting portion of this game's tutorial, but the deeper details into the game I have not actually experienced it yet, and this game is available now on Steam. But let's go with less rambling and more gameplay, shall we? Hey there guys, post-editing Malkuf here. It's the next day already, and I just wanted to say thanks to you guys for giving this little video a watch, and feel free to check out my Twitch down in the description if you want to hang out real time. Alright? Now back in the game. Bye bye. And now we are into the village management overview, and the little matchmaker wizard woman here is telling us, "Welcome to Lakeburg, my child. My name is Tindra, a psychic, like my mother and her mother before her. I am expert in lonely hearts. I just love weddings. Spicing up others' lives and finding them a soulmate is my whole life. A vision led me to this god-forsaken hole. With little luck and a lot of seduction, Lakeburg can become a true haven of love, and you can assist me with the goal." And we'll skip with that. Now, allow me to introduce our first villager, Eleanor, if I'm correct, which will be the very foundation of our little village here. And we can find her an occupation. These are little buildings that we have. These will produce resources for us. So we will employ our villagers into said resource hubs and produce resources. Oh, here we can see that there are many different types of resources. There are the basic ones, which are like wood, vegetable, meat. But when you scale up, you can see wood is maximum storage 500, and when you scale up into the more complex and finer goods, it is 50. And we do have gold and hearts as well. Gold is used for upgrading our buildings, recruiting new population to actually fill in the gaps in our village. Hearts is for influence. You can think of it as your god mana power, where you can go around and improving people's relations, facilitating breakups, and much more. And the other one, we have prestige. I'll go over prestige a little shortly after. And at the bottom, we have our villagers, where we can filter through their traits. They are adults, housed or unhoused, married or not, what about gender, and by what role. So yes, we can actually filter them out one by one when we have much more villagers to actually manage. On our bottom left, let me off my character for just a wee moment so that you guys can see. So on the bottom left, we have our info hub, where we can see line by line what is happening in our village. This way we can actually, how do I say this? Keep track of everything that is happening in our tiny little village for now, but soon we will expand into a grand kingdom. Yes, this game is quite, how do I say, in depth, and it is not just the beginning part where I will show you today. Today, unfortunately, I am short on time, so we won't be able to go really in depth into the tiny details of Lakeburg Legacies. But if you like this, just let me know and we will do a part 2 series, or we might even complete the whole game, who knows. But less of that, we'll carry on. Now let us put her into Eleanor into the lumberjack's hut. So over here, in order to produce more, we need athletics, and in order to produce faster, we need strength. So a mix of both is very nice. To produce quickly, you need strength, and lumberjacks will be happier if they belong to the peasant class. And the impact on their morale. Morale is another thing that we need to be careful of. Future villagers will be sorted depending on their potential to work. Okay, now we have Eleanor, which is a 3-star lumberjack, so it's not that bad, and it is also a peasant. So working in this job that is meant for a peasant, workers of a different class will integrate into a peasant class after working a while. However, if you are already a peasant, you lose less morale, so that is a good thing. So go ahead and drag her into the work slot and let the clock begin, and she will produce the wood for us. Now I'm gonna just speed it up just a wee bit, just so that Eleanor can produce our first wood for us. And yes, she did. And now we unlock the ability to actually build our housing. So over here we go into the housing interface from the villager management overview. So over here, with a little bit of help increase, one can achieve great things, yeah sure. So over here we can click on construct, add a new house. Build a new house. The next house will cost more and more and more. You can build more and more, but it will start costing more and more. So yes. Now the game wants us to enter it. This is where you will make your home sweet home. So we drag our first villager and then put it in. Okay, so the game wants us to actually find Eleanor a partner now. Let us go back into the village interface, the overview, and we will click on couples that we have unlocked now. Farewell singleness, hello couple. Now we will drag Eleanor into this little interface here, and we will click find soulmate. Now we can sort through the suitor's gender, and in Lakeburg it's free reign. So yes. But for the sake of this, I would like to make it the traditional race, not traditional gender, so that I can sort it out much better. For now, Eleanor is alone in town. To broaden the field of research, we will have to go through the surroundings. If we have, how do I say this? If we have more villagers in-house, we can actually find from Lakeburg itself. And this way we can keep it all inside. Now, while going for the surroundings, we will basically randomly generate some people and meeting someone. That way the ideal suitor will share the same likes and dislikes. It's important to remember the suitor's likes and dislikes, yes. So later in the after we press yes, there will be a little interface where we have to go through a dialogue session, and I'll show you that later on. After the wedding, the suitor will move into Lakeburg, yep, and we will have to make our choice now. So for this right now, there is a few things to actually take a look at when looking for suitors. So first thing first is this little charisma thing. Reduces the following production time in certain occupation. This is something nice to have, but it is not strictly needed. The next one, artisan, tells us what jobs they can work. Third, the likes and dislikes, so we can know if they match up together. In this case, no, not really. With average affinity, yeah, the couple's love tend to decrease. So it's best if you can find affinities with positive stuff, so like good or great or perfect, even better. And then we have our strength, intelligence, dexterity and charisma. So over here you can see there is different stats, and it will influence different jobs, production time wise of course. And then there are traits over here. If you want to really take a look at this, you can. Obtainable at birth or inheriting when becoming a teenager or adult. So you can get little bits and bobs around. So some people may have a tendency for one thing or another, and there are the inheritable traits. So this will be passed down from generations to generations. So if you can get like a very good trait that boosts strength, intelligence, dexterity, and charisma, stuff like that, kind of like Crusader Kings, you will basically create a very strong bloodline. Next, there is aspirations. Aspirations will basically, how do I put this? Make it so that you gain experience faster and improve the demand for certain roles. So for example, like miner, that if you do as a miner, because there is a skill stat of perception over there, how do I put this? You basically gain more XP and then improve the perception much faster. Same as hunter over here. But for this, we are gonna reject him due to the fact that meditation is not a match here. Now over here we have one matching like and one contradictory dislike. Well, in this case, there is actually a tendency for it to increase. So if you want to, this is actually acceptable. But with the frail trait, not very good. And with the greedy trait, it will actually drain the village of our resources. So I am gonna say no, rejected. Next we have this. Not a good affinity once again, so no. And now we finally have a good affinity. With this person, there is a tendency for social interactions. Stage performance persuasion improves, so this is a dancer and but she has a tendency to actually have a skill in Man of the Evening and Lumberjack. Interesting. Slightly depressing, so there is a morale and relationship chance minus modifier. Well, this is hardworking, so that's very nice, but devout, so eats up our fish supply. Oh well. Well, in this case, there is the lumberjack ability and high strength. So in this case, this will be a very good lumberjack, in my opinion. So now we have good affinity. So now we want to take a look at this character and then actually try and remember that Eleanor likes fishing, countryside cuddles, dueling, fashion, and muscles. So we will want to pick options later on that has fishing, countryside cuddles, dueling, fashion, and muscles. In this case, we will actually improve the love between both of them, and do not click any of these negatives. So kittens treats meditation, art of war, silver, and gold is a no-no. Remember, we like fishing, countryside cuddles, dueling, fashion, and muscles. Yeah, go away. I brought this up already. So in this case, where if you actually forget, you can actually ask Tindra, but you will use your little heart crystals to actually reveal those cards. So just now we actually remember what is important for both of them. I remember silver and gold is not something I should pick, so we'll pick something else. So see, since we have picked something that is correct, we get 25%. Very nice. Say, what about going uphill to enjoy the moonlight? Okay, mention a nice lakeside. Talk about the battlefield. I actually forgot, so let's go with countryside. Yep, and I was right. Eleanor and Asta adore the countryside. So with it, they should go and take a walk around Lakeburg these days. And let's continue this charming rendezvous with a nice bottle. Muscles are the true pinnacle of human evolution. Criticize the barbarians and see dueling as a pleasant hobby. Well, we'll go with muscles because I know how do I pronounce this? Astara? Likes it. So, as a man with big muscles, Asna is proud of their ability to lift, hit and break almost anything with their bare hands. Now we say it is a match. Now your little interaction over there actually does affect the couple. So over here we have this heart crystal type of thing. It defines the production of hearts that we will get, so our little influence point, and the prestige we will get from this couple. So it will also influence the chance to actually make some love fruit as well. So if you get what I mean, if there is 35, there is this, 50, there is this, and 75, there is this. It will be best if you can try and reach the maximum, where you try to memorize for, what do you call that? You know the little interaction we have just now? So if you are able to click on a like that both of them have, I'm quite sure that you will get 50%. So you can actually reach this endpoint, and you will be able to populate your village like crazy. And over here you can say, I don't, or I do, to actually facilitate this little wedding. So in this case we are gonna accept it and welcome Aslada. I can't pronounce. I can't pronounce, oh boy. By the power vested in me, today I hereby declare you both officially wedded. You may now kiss and let the party begin. Congratulations. And now we have formed a little union. Now the tutorial is now gonna teach us about prestige. Have the village thrive and become more prestigious. Whatever happens, remember to have at least one. If not, we will actually die. Now, at the bottom right, yes, bottom right, you can actually see right now, there is the village journal. So right now, the tutorial is talking about it, and then you can actually see there is the information down there, and we can manage time, of course. Right, I'll go now, recruit new people and marry them. Yeah, go away. You can see now, bottom right, our new couple is now in love after being in a loveless marriage. At the start of the game, of course, they will be like that, but after a while, they will slot back in straight away. So I'm gonna just skip this one since I have seen this tutorial already. So over here, when you click on one of the characters, you can see their character sheet. Now I would just minimize this, pause the game, and we will go through it one by one. You can see there is the peasant, the class of the character, current occupation, and aspirations. Down below you can see his potential, so it's kind of like their skill set. After they work at a job for a while, they would actually form said potential and then get better at their job. Over here there is the character's traits and little bits and bobs. So there is the average over here. For king and assassin, interesting. But yes, for specific job there is production time reduction. And we have little traits, which is athletics, stage performance, and persuasion over here. So if you work as certain jobs, this will actually affect the number of resource that you produce. So for example, for stage performance, actor, dancer, and painter, so this character would actually be best for theatrics. But with the lumberjack trait, I think that is a-okay. And over here you can actually see for now when their citizenship, like when they exist in the village, they will slowly accumulate this thing called the citizenship level. So they will get EXP each month, and when it levels up, there will be more needs that need to be fulfilled. If they don't get fulfilled, of course there are negative penalties, such as probably on the morale. So over here you can see morale has an impact on vitality and production time. So try to keep it up. The if it's higher on the higher end, it reduces production time, which basically will give us more resources. And on the other hand, we can take a look at their relationships. Yeah. Share relationships, they can evolve, and create relationships and make it evolve. Alright. Oh, I think the game actually unpaused. So let's see over here. Mushrooms. Eleanor was taking a walk in the forest around Lakeburg when she found mushrooms, the likes of which she'd never seen before, and they looked delicious. Being both curious and a gourmet, she wanted to have a taste. Let us give a nom nom. Weird taste. The mushrooms didn't have a good taste. Perhaps they should have been cooked first? Either way, Eleanor didn't have the time to wonder. The world started spinning, and the colors became strange. When she turned around, she came face to face with a leprechaun. Interesting. More than likely, she's hallucinating, but say hello. Eleanor was very much intrigued. She didn't know leprechauns really existed, and this one seemed very nice indeed. Eleanor crouched down and reached out for the first time for the little creature, which approached her shyly. Eleanor scratched its head and found its hair surprisingly soft. Oh my, the leprechaun ended up being a squirrel. I feel sick. Oh no. So now let's return back to the little interface where I was talking about. So yes, over here there is our little relationships area. We can see what relationships a character has in this village. So sooner rather than later, we will have more and more villagers and they will develop extra relationships. We can see that there is marriage, friendship. How do I say? You want to stab each other? Now we can tell Asada and Eleanor to actually greet each other. With this, we can actually say greet each other by spending our little influence points over here, or hearts in this game case. Characters greet each other and may develop feelings, so it's RNG. Or we can go with end relationship. So over here we can say losers in love trade, divorce, and leave the house and stuff like that, which is not very nice. But if there is any adultery going on and any falling out in between people, yeah, it's best to do this. Now next, inheritance and stuff like that. I have no idea what does this do, so I can't really comment too much on this. But I can tell that this is for our little tree. So in the case where our village grows bigger and ever bigger, we will start having village kids and they will start marrying each other. And we will grow from there. Now, let us carry on and unpause the game and let time run for a bit. In this case, I want to accumulate enough wood to actually unlock the second worker slot. Some neighbors showed up in Lakeburg and they want to settle here. Let's take a look. Recruitment. Lakeburg is in need of manpower. Check out their profiles and potential future recruits, and choose the best one to make your village thrive. If you don't like the current profiles, you may ask another village to actually apply. You can also wait for other people to show up spontaneously. So over here we can press these buttons to actually get a new candidate, which I don't really like a noble being here, because nobles get a very big penalty, which is a pain in my ass. Now for now, let us actually settle in our couple. Okay, the couple is actually in. This is where you can follow the events of the couple's daily life. The higher the affinity, which is quite high, we did get both of them to have quite a good relationship with each other. Higher affinity and more love will be influencing our baby production. production, love fruit production. I'm cracking up myself. It is possible to give the couple's love a little boost with a gift if we want to, of course. In a couple, love is divided into many steps. If it falls to 0, you know, it's kinda RNG, so yeah. According to his love step, the couple will produce more or less hearts and stuff. The very love will determine the couple's chance of spontaneously having a love fruit. Understandable. Having a baby. We will actually need to unlock all these baby slots. Baby slots. Cribs, I guess. We'll call that children's slots, alright? So once a baby is born, they will actually go into here. So we will have to always have an open slot in case, just in case they want to procreate. If you want two villages to actually abandon their parenting plan, you can choose to abstain from over here. So you can actually block them. But more than likely, you don't want to. Now, if waiting becomes unbearable, you can send a few hearts. This is not a few hearts, that's a lot of hearts to actually create one. At the wit's end, you might want to facilitate a breakup, but that is that. So a little gift over here will actually improve this little heart meter. As you can see, over time, they got married. Okay, that's one. They listen to Bart's performance, that's two happy days. But cooking cauliflower, yeah, he doesn't. No, she doesn't like it. Eleanor doesn't really like it, and therefore you get a little ding to your love meter. However, with a good affinity over here, it will tend to increase. So you pray to RNGesus that stuff is good for you. Oh boy, here we go, another Crusader Kings. Little influence. Alright. So from previously, I was talking about influence, prestige. Influence. Wrong game! Prestige over here. So there are various resources. Yeah, I'll explain. Give me my job back, game. So on our left side, we have our little nobles building. So if you have that, you'll contribute to the little prestige over here. In the middle, you can see the, what should we call it? A little achievements for our village or city or kingdom. So as we build up, we actually unlock these little achievements and get prestige. On our right side, we will see the monthly ticking prestige. So the more nobles we have, castles, luxury needs fulfilled, couples, and certain traits will give us more and more prestige. So you may wonder what prestige will actually give you. When you finish a game or end a game, the game will actually keep track of your prestige and then give you something for it. I'm not sure what it is because I have not actually gotten a gift from it before, so we'll just have to find out that together, won't we? Alright, so now we have went through a lot of stuff. What else do we need to go through? I don't think there is much more. I have spent the majority of my time just rambling on and talking about little tidbits here and there. Now we do have our needs satisfied, so hiring someone new actually may be good. But first thing first, we would like to take a look at our building queue. Yes, I'll explain this part. So over here we have our primary resources, the complex, more refined resource, and the special effects building. Over here we focus on the primary resources. We have to build the primary resource buildings one by one. Essentially, we have to build our lumberjack's hut first, then the farm, and then the hunter's cabin. Same thing as the transform resources, we have to go down one by one. Now right now we have the lumberjack's lodge. We want to have a farm next, so what is required to have a farm? 30 wood. It does appear that it says that I have 30 wood, but I don't. Let's see if this breaks the game. It doesn't. Okay. Interesting. I might have 37 wood just now, so maybe, just maybe. Alright, over here now we have a little farm. So After we built our little farm, we unlocked the hunter's cabin. We only need wood to actually build the hunter's cabin, so that is actually something we want to go down and try to get right now. So for now, we have the farm. So what does the farm do? Produces vegetable, requires peasant class, uses the skill of nature and strength. We can actually, as well, on our right side, increase the production efficiency of said buildings. Over here we can see upgrades. We can say basic production multiplied, add new resources, or let's see, have better working conditions to reduce morale, increase life expectancy, and even gain more of the different resource. The alternate resource, I guess you have to put it. Mentorship, what's this? So we can actually put students over here to actually learn said traits, and we can unlock even more slots if we want to. Understandable. Mentor allows the student to develop their skill via intelligence, their performance in areas of expertise. So we will have to try and tinker around with that and experiment. Well, now let's take a look and see if we can find what? This messes with my brain. A king that is a peasant class. Are you a bloody clown? Stop clowning me, that ain't right. Alright, over here you can see that it is a jeweler, king, and thief. It does not really have a good strength rate, so that is not really what I am looking for. However, no very good traits in this lady over here. I would like to have someone of the nature, but I don't think I'll be able to get it. Let us just reroll just a wee bit. A seamstress, carpenter, and a prankster. Why you do this to me, game? Let's do it one more time. And we get a farmer! Hoorah! And even a nature spec. However, eats a lot. Honor is everything. Fine. And protection needs -1%. I have no idea what's this, but guess we'll find out. Now in this case, we have found a very good farmer. Even though he is a noble, he will get used to his role sooner rather than later. Did I just recruit the same person twice? No? Game, are you bugging out? Okay, the game bugged out for a wee bit second up. Guess what, guys? I have 3 people now. Oh boy, game, why you break so badly? Every single time I play any game, it breaks. Oh no, we need to build a new house, we need to build new stuff and everything now. Oh no, well, at least there is one good part, which is now we got a lot of manpower, I guess. We have a hunter and a lumberjack, so it's not that bad. Yeah, a butcher as well. I guess it's not that bad. Not all is lost. Alright. Now we will of course employ our little farmer over here. You are noble, but you will do the job. Just nice. 5 production. I wonder, can I... You know what, we'll not do that for now since we don't have the means to actually refine such items. Then we'll let the game run for a bit. I'll find them couples later on. I'll find them wives later on, it's fine. It's fine. Now wood is getting piled up slowly but surely, and we will need it a lot. Now Lakeburg is a town that is thriving with life, and villagers meet and interact. Social interactions evolve over time, and yes they did. Now, The couple has actually met for the first time outside of general life, and then they are feeling grateful towards each other. Very nice. I have no idea what that does, but I assume it's good since it sounds positive. And we will carry on. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, when you click on granary, yeah, go away. There is a little interface for you to see. I don't think this has been went over very much by other content creators, so I will go through this as well. Over here, we have our various resource types, and you can see this is our net production, and our capacity down at the bottom. We can also expand the capacity if we really want to actually try and cope with the extra production we want to and accumulate. We can go and click on this detail button to go into the details, so you can see needs are taking up how much and production is how much. This way you can actually see what is being demanded inside your little kingdom. This way you can ensure that there is always more than enough resources to answer all of the villagers' needs, which is very, very nice. Why? Of course, there are certain stuff that is around over here. It is very sad because no house, but oh well. Now let us build some houses for our esteemed individual here. Now let us put our farmer here and that over here. Nope, my alarm is ringing, which means it is about time. But I want to carry on just a wee bit longer and get our little house for William. It is quite sad over here. They have now met and relationship following insignificant. We'll figure that little interaction out later on. We do need another house, which is 27, which is kind of rough, not gonna lie. Let us speed it up once again and try to get our wood. Willing to impress, they would like to participate in something important and will showcase his best quality. Alright? Lakeburg's biggest eater contest is a perfect opportunity to get noticed if you don't get sick, that is. Oh no. Not participate, something is about to happen. Participate, influenced by others' food. You know what? Not participate. After hesitating, Maxon eventually refused to participate, unsure he'll win. When suddenly he was surprised to see Asla amongst the eater. The latter actually performed quite well and Maxon fell in love with. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! What is happening here? I might have to bonk you guys. I will bring the pen hammer. No, no stealing other people. Ay ay ay. I guess it goes both ways. Alright, let us get our new house and settle in Wilhelm. Wilhelm, please be nice. Don't get so cranky and don't go around stealing other people's love and soulmate. And we'll end it off here for today. Thank you very much for actually watching. I'm your host Malkuf and my character model is still not back up. Oh no. Yes, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.